Sickness upon disease, stench upon stench, and pile upon pile. This is Kalaunan, a haven for the undesirable and worthless. It is a sea of trash that many of us wouldn't want to drown in, but for a select few, it is worth more than gold. The question is, how? Our team decided to walk across the massive landfill to uncover the truth behind what we throw into the wastelands. This is what greeted us as we approached the gates. People living in the midst of the cocoon trash, the foul odor, and the ironic display of treasure. Mangari has been working for almost 4 years in the Iloilo City Sanitary Landfill at Barangay Calaunan, Mandurriao, Iloilo, volunteered to guide us in our crusade. As we reached the summit, the smearing heat of sun gave us light to see. What do we want to see? Mangari also told us some of the ways they do to manage the waste in the landfill.
Yan na lang inobra nyo dito.
Mga muna
May magbisita.
may magbisita muna. Gusto ko kisa kung may request na may kuha akong basura sa kada barangay. Kami ang ubragid namin niya composting. Gaubra kami compost. Para sa mga ginapangayop lang barangay sa mga ilagan.
Republic Act 9003 was crafted in response to the looming garbage problems in the country. The law declares the policy of the state in adopting a systematic, comprehensive, and ecological solid waste management program that ensures the protection of health and the environment and the proper segregation, collection, transport, storage, treatment, and disposal of solid waste through the formulation and adoption of best environmental practices. Moreover, it illustrates the potentials and benefits of recycling, not only in addressing waste management problems, but also in alleviating poverty. Mangari also discussed how they prevent the eruption of the quantity of the waste distributed through soil covering, a technique utilized to pile the waste with soil after being segregated in the landfill.
Sa isa ka tuig, duwa ka beses mag-soil cover mo. Mga timing man subong. Mayara naman. Para direya mo ng kusina. Nagdara. Direya ang composting na daw. Para sa compost namon labang.
The Ecological Solid Waste Management Act of 2000 gives local government units the necessary institutional framework, policy framework, and mandate to achieve a 25% reduction in waste through the establishment of integrated solid waste management plans based on the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycling. And this landfill seemed to practice it effectively through controlling scraps, creating compost, and crafting plastic school chairs and desks.
Ari, mga salakyan nyo to.
Why, alin na sa mga sa mga pull out sa mga alin sa mga kada barangay, mga multi-cap na mga guba na daw mga obstruction of the dalan, hindi rin nila kinabutang, hindi nila naman gina-stock. Kaya kung pangitao nila, ari pa di.
Okay.
Kaya, parehas sa mga muna.
Damo na gani.
Ang iba na alin sa mga motor pool.
Solid waste management is considered to be one of the most important environmental challenges in the Philippines. In 2010, it was anticipated that 10 million tons of garbage were produced annually, and by 2020, that number is predicted to increase by 40%. The law was passed by the Philippine Congress on December 2000, and was subsequently approved by the Office of the President on January 26, 2001. It contains 7 chapters subdivided into 66 sections, setting out policy direction for an effective solid waste management program in the country. Aside from this, the locals have effectively contributed in making the actions effective.
Tibal ito ang mga manog scrap ano lang de, kato.
Oo, kalaba naman din, hindi man tiga-dira yung mga
Pangayaw lang no. Bale ang ano ginaula lang din dahil sila lang mag-abot ang ano.
Oo, pagkabot. Mulan to ano nila eh. Kung magabot ang truck ng Lison na makakuha sila to sako na pilihan lang.
The Iloilo City Sanitary Landfill has a systematic way of collecting and managing waste. They have different facilities and experienced people who manage each one in order to ensure the successful process of segregation and reduction of waste. Garbage trucks travel around their designated routes to collect garbage from various barangays in Iloilo City. These trucks will then transport all of the garbage from the city to the sanitary landfill. The truck will pass through the weight bridge. There, the weight of garbage collected will be recorded. This is required for the daily report of waste brought to the sanitary landfill for the weekly report of the field office. Following that, the truck will proceed to the sanitary landfill to dump the garbage it has collected. People who work at the landfill then segregate the waste. They are dressed appropriately for this process. Waste is separated and placed on conveyor belts for easy access and management. Market waste and biodegradables are transported to a composting facility and processed in a composting drum for 2 weeks, while others are processed through windrow and vermicompost. According to Mrs. Hazel Valencia, the sanitary landfill's office secretary, they are the distributor of compost needed and requested by schools in different barangays. Recyclable waste, on the other hand, is collected and processed in order to create new products from these materials. For example, collected tiny plastics are transformed into chairs and donated to schools. RDF, or refuse-derived fuel, is shredded and baled before being used as fuel or burned in manufacturing and other establishments. For residual waste, they are placed in the sanitary landfill, where they are added and covered with silt soil, creating another compact layer on top of the previously covered waste. This reduces the harm caused by the waste and reduces the smell the garbage emits. The leachate, or what we call the liquid form of waste coming from the landfill cell, is being collected through discharge pipes and transported towards a wastewater treatment facility. It is made of geotextile, which filters the water and is designed and equipped to avoid polluting bodies of water near the facility. The sanitary landfill is based on their guidelines and follows RA 9003 of what waste should enter the sanitary landfill. However, it can't be avoided that sometimes some waste is mixed. This is one of the most commonly encountered problems in the landfill. Mrs. Valencia talked about how different barangays are starting to create MRFs, which are actually essential in waste reduction management. She emphasized that the practice of waste management should start with discipline within ourselves and our homes, and should end up healing our world.